Made a wrong turn once or twice, dug my way out, blood and fire. Bad decisions, that's alright. Welcome to my silly life. Mistreated, misplaced, misunderstood, misknowing.
Like the outside of the private school he attended, Zachary Jameson had an impressive facade, always smiling in every picture he took, even though, for most of junior high, what Zach really felt was tortured. Tortured by just about all the kids in his class at the American Heritage Academy outside Atlanta.
A principal in North Queensland has sent a letter home complaining about the swearing at school.
Cyberbullying, using the internet or cell phones to threaten, spread rumors, or post doctored photographs. According to recent studies, this kind of bullying is on the rise.
Lawyers for 3 Massachusetts teenagers appear in court to answer to charges in a shocking case of bullying.
Prosecutors say the suspects were part of a larger group of teens at South Hadley High School in western Massachusetts that relentlessly bullied Phoebe Prince for 3 months.
And Dr. Jeff, we keep hearing about this horrible trend, cyberbullying. Why do kids in the Facebook generation seem to think that it's all right to do this?
Because they really don't know, Dari, how dangerous the behavior is. Let's face it, we're in a culture shock. It seems what we're doing with the internet is so far beyond where we are psychologically. So when kids go on there and they want to have some fun or make fun of someone and they don't want to intentionally bully, sometimes they end up doing that and they just don't know the power that they really have in those words because it is all over the universe.
Because we need to start sending different messages to our kids. First of all, we need to let them know that it does get better, that the challenges they face for the few years that they're in high school or college, they can't let that eat them up because all of these young people, regardless of their race, their sexual orientation, they are gifts to us and they have so much to offer. But it's also up to us as the adults in the room to create the safe environments for our kids. And what I tell my kids is that it is their responsibility to not stay silent when they see something like that happen. And I think that that's, a really good part of this campaign. We're telling kids to speak up, we're telling others to speak up, and we're telling the adults to look out for kids. We're all they have.
Profanity on campus is really annoying, especially when I'm walking across campus on a really nice day, and there's usually prospective students on campus a lot, and as well as alumni who have to hear this, and it's quite embarrassing to see my fellow students do this.
I feel as if stereotyping doesn't come out of people being blatantly rude or mean to certain groups or certain people. It comes out of ignorance for other people's cultures, for how they view different topics. And I think that if we can be more mindful about other people's opinions on different matters, we can really eliminate the stereotyping problem here at Culver.
I think the biggest form of disrespect I've seen around campus is when people deliberately leave their dishes and trash at the tables in the dining hall. It shows disrespect, and we need, as a whole, to show our appreciation for the staff by doing the easy task of picking up our dishes and putting them where they need to go.
Yeah, I think the person being picked on could take it as really disrespectful, which is a form of harassment. And it makes me feel kind of sad that people go through that, and it just shouldn't be on campus.
Bullying is an interesting topic because to me, I see it as an aspect where when bullying occurs in a sort of environment like this where we live with each other and we're trying to create this establishment where we have leaders and we have friendships and we have relationships, bullying directly undercuts all of that, and it makes a lot of people's jobs really difficult.
When I see people being excluded from other groups, I feel really bad and upset for them because everyone deserves to be included, and sometimes people judge people based on what they think of them and they don't include them for that reason. And I think you just need to get to know everyone first.
What I really hope that this campaign is going to do is that it brings us together and creates a more unified community that will be accepting of others to a level that we can be totally respectful and embrace all of the diverse community that we have here on campus.
I emphatically support the "We Don't Do That Here" campaign because it's a wonderful opportunity for individuals in this community, hopefully a large percentage of the individuals in this community, to truly understand the value of commitment and service to others. I think when we bully, When we harass, disrespect, and stereotype others, we're essentially putting the needs and wants of ourselves first. However, if you understand service, you would put the needs of someone else first and understand how they could benefit from your commitment and caring. I think we could do that here at Culver.
I think it's a wonderful campaign because there are students who feel excluded, left out, bullied, whether it's cyberbullying, whether it's bullying in team sports, whether it's bullying in the dorms or barracks. I think it's a fantastic campaign. It gives a student a moment to think about their actions, and also the bystander has some ability now to say, you know what, we don't do that here.
Misplaced, misunderstood, knowing so good it didn't slow me down. Mistaken, always second guessing, underestimating. Look, I'm still around.
We don't do that here.
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 Change the voices in your head, make them like you.
Culver has high standards, especially in areas of interpersonal relationships. Respect is paramount. I am fully supportive of the We Don't Do That Here campaign at Culver. We're a community, we are an extended family, and we take care of one another. Anything we do to tear away at that fabric of trust and the opportunity to build relationships creates a problem for us. I know we can depend on all of you to be supportive of this effort. Thank you.
Made a wrong turn once or twice, dug my way out, blood and fire. Bad decisions, that's alright. Welcome to my silly life. Mistreated, misplaced, misunderstood, knowing so good it didn't slow me down. Mistaken, always second guessing, underestimating. Look, I'm still around. Pretty, pretty please, don't you ever feel like you're less than pretty, pretty please, if you ever feel like you're nothing, you are worth. You're perfect to me. You're so mean when you talk about yourself. You were wrong. Change the voices in your head, make them like you instead. So complicated, look how we all make it. Filled with so much hatred, such a tired game. Say it's enough, I've done all I can think of. Chase down all my demons, I've seen you do the same. Pretty, pretty please, please, don't you ever feel, don't feel like you're nothing, you're more than perfect. Don't feel you're nothing more than perfect to me.
The whole world's scared, so I swallowed the fear. So cool in line, and we try, but we try too hard, and it's a waste of my time. Done looking for the critics, cause they're everywhere. They don't like my jeans, they don't feel my hair. Exchange ourselves, we do it all the time. Why do we do that? Why do I do that? Why do you do that?
Yes!